Welcome to a brand new episode of the Klikcast. We have some spooky videos for you today and a couple of reviews. Enjoy!
Quack Adventures, or AGWAK Adventures, as I like to call it, is a new game created by the very talented Bernie. As the title implies, this game is actually a classic adventure game playing like the old-style LucasArts adventure games. In this game you play Kitty and Herbert who have to save their planet. Like in any good adventure game, there's a great story here and the graphics and animations are fantastic. Where else can you create a penny slingshot from a twig and some pants to shoot a grumpy rock at a red button? The game is filled with fun craziness like this. The puzzles are designed and planned out very well and the game moves at a great pace. If you like adventure games, then you owe it to yourself to check this game out. Highly recommended. Spankrump was released back in 2002. Now, so many years later, the game has been remade and re-released by Midnight Aaron. In the game, you play the role of Spanky, a buttweasel from the planet Butt. The game is your standard platforming gig with some fast-paced levels where you can collect fruit and try to make it to the end of the level. You can only die once, but because the levels are not overly large, this does not seem to be a big issue. Even more so, in the middle of each level you will hit a flag where you can start from if you happen to die. The game has some nice original graphics, but while playing, the game still feels a bit like it was made in 2001 and could have used some more polishing in the gameplay department. However, Spankrump is still a fun little game to try out if you have a love for platformers. Super Puzzle Platformer does not disappoint. Even now, as I'm talking about this game, I'm still thinking about how I can get a better high score the next time I'm gonna play. In the game, you have to shoot blocks that fall down from the top of the screen to collect points. If the color of the blocks match while you destroy them, you get some nice bonus points. The great thing about the game is that if you destroy too many blocks, you actually start killing yourself, because on the bottom of the floor is nothing but spikes. So the game starts to become a balancing act in getting as much points as you can, but not killing yourself in the process. The longer you play, the game starts to add nice little power-ups and stumbling blocks to keep the game interesting and to keep you on your toes. With some excellent 2D retro graphics and a soundtrack that is now stuck in my head, Super Puzzle Platformer created by Andrew Morrish is one of the most addicting games I have played recently. Highly recommend it. Well folks, that's all I got for you this week. I hope you enjoyed the Halloween episode. Until next time.